Hi guys, my name is Lebu and I talk about life, relationships, and spirituality, things that we need to unpack in order for us to go back to our authentic selves. So, after having a conversation with men, and looking at their comments around what they think protection is, I can definitely tell you that a lot of men do not prioritize protection when they become intimate with women. In fact, it seems as if protection is the last thing on their minds because, according to them, women are gatekeepers of sex, and because women are gatekeepers of sex, women are the ones who should ensure that protection is used at all costs. Women are the ones who must make sure that they protect their wombs from men who enter their VJJs without using protection. Now, I find it quite strange that the men who approach women, for example, they don't associate intimacy with love. That's point number one. So for them, approaching a woman at that moment has nothing to do with love, because if someone genuinely likes you, when it comes to intimacy, that person would also prioritize your sexual health, because they are the ones who approach you, they are the ones who first enter your VJJ. At that point of entering your VJJ, if someone was intentionally, prioritizing sexual health and prioritizing keeping themselves safe before even thinking about the other person, you would already know and tell from that moment that this person likes himself, this person loves himself, because they are prioritizing their own sexual health, right? And in the case of a woman, if you are going to be in contact with a man and you find yourself in a situation where you've met this person, you don't know this person, and you don't prioritize using protection because you trust this person for whatever reason, and you don't think about protecting your own sexual health, then the two situations are similar in that both parties are not prioritizing their own sexual health. And because they are not prioritizing their own sexual health, it then means they are entrusting their lives in the hands of another person, or they are putting their lives in the hands of another person. Because in that moment when madi atuka hole monate, lebatlana, no one is actually thinking about prioritizing themselves first before allowing anyone to enter or allowing anyone to have access to their womb, as they always say, right? Now, looking at this situation where someone has failed to prioritize their sexual health, both of them have failed to prioritize their sexual health because maybe CD was not available, or CD is uncomfortable, because you get situations where some people feel it's uncomfortable and they don't enjoy SCX, and then they will then decide they're not going to use protection. Now, in that moment when all of this is happening, no one is thinking about whether ngwana o tlo ba teng or not. No one is thinking about whether they are actually making a baby or not. What they are thinking about is the fact that this is beautiful, this is enjoyable, this is something they like, and they can even go for 10 rounds, because homonate at that point. And in that moment, they could even lie to each other and tell each other, hey, I like you, I love you, because at that moment when they are engaging in sexual intimacy, they are not thinking about whether they are making a child or not, right? And let's say maybe she's using contraceptives and he trusts her she's using contraceptives. Either way, both of them, he is not thinking he's making a baby because she said she's on contraceptives, right? And she doesn't think she's making a baby because she thinks contraceptives are protecting her enough or sufficiently for her not, her I catch in that instance. Then it's over, they leave. Weeks later, she misses her period, and obviously now honali problem because something has happened. And intimacy is it's such a sensitive issue because, one, there are people who really fall pregnant but on contraceptives. Some people have used DCD, but for some reason they ended up becoming pregnant. In other instances, these condoms burst, and when these condom bursts, motho sa catchitse, Next thing, you go for an after pill, the after pill doesn't work, motosale pregnant. So it's quite clear that point of meeting someone is a crucial element of where that relationship is going, or where that situationship is going, and what the potential consequences of that situationship could be. Because now, once this person finds out, okay, she's now pregnant, because yana nasa nahana ka ngwana, nasa plena ngwana, wasn't even intending on being a father, he then gives himself an option to walk away, because according to him, that woman was the one who was responsible for gatekeeping, and that woman was the one who was responsible for protecting her womb. And at that moment, he doesn't think of himself as having played a part in creating that child, creating that life, because according to him, because he has an option of walking away, because one, he's not going to carry that child for 9 months. He's already removing himself away from that situation, because he feels horrible, but still, no, it wasn't my responsibility to use protection, because when, as the gatekeeper, you were the one who was supposed to use protection. Now, I also wonder, hore, now if men feel that women are the gatekeepers of sex, and they approach these gatekeepers, what goes on in their minds when they continue pursuing women, wanting to open their gates, and opening these gates for them bears no responsibility? They will enter, they will want to enter, and we know, hore, a lot of men don't have easy access to women. If men had to say, no, I just want to sleep with you, I don't want anything from you, give that package between your legs, men know that women were going to reject them, because women are not looking for men who are going to use them for sex. Women are not looking for men who are going to use them sexually and discard them like they are nothing. And because men know this, they lie in order to get what they want. And most of their lies will always start with, I like you, I love you, I want you to be my wife, I'm going to marry you, I want to be in a relationship with you, let's see where this goes. So men will always tell women what they want to hear in order for them to have access to their bodies. Other one said something like, they sleep with women, they sleep with women because that's their way of telling whether women have values or not. Then you then begin to see some of the things that are happening in society are caused by a lot of absence of male figures who are not available to guide their girl children, their boy children, on how to behave in society. The absence of fathers plays a crucial element in the development of children, boys or girls, because men, they come with a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of experience, and they are the ones who can actually change the dynamics of these toxic elements that we are finding in society today. So if you are having now a situation where a man has absolved himself from the activity that was started by himself, because women don't sleep with themselves. Men are the ones who approach women, sell women dreams, and women buy into this. And because women are buying into something that is appealing to them, they will let their guard down and give men access, because now something in them is vibrating an energy of love, it's vibrating an energy of excitement, of enthusiasm on what this relationship could potentially be. And that's where the problem starts.